I'm sitting in my 2000 Land Rover Discovery, and I'm going to show you how to very quickly remove the in-dash stereo unit in a matter of minutes and replace it with a existing, or replace it with an identical stereo. I've had to do this in this truck. The stereo that you are seeing now is not the original. I had to pull out the original because it quit working, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. Now, what you will need are an ordinary set of pins. Here, like you can see, I have two identical pins, and I actually made these myself. I didn't actually make them, but I will explain where they came from. You'll notice that the tips were painted white at one time. These used to be, if you, I don't know quite how to describe it, but some offices might have a file cabinet, and inside the file cabinet would be these cardboard folders, and the cardboard folders, some of the cardboard folders might have these metal bars for hanging the folders on brackets that would be located on either side of the file cabinet drawer. And all I've done was I've bent the rod in half and snapped it in half and made two identical stereo pullers, and you'll see how I'm going to use those in this video. Now, I only have two hands, so I'm going to have to set the camera down at some point and show you how to use these to extract the stereo. But basically, this is what I'm going to do. You'll notice that the stereo has two slots close to the top of the stereo, one here and one here. And basically, all you're going to do is slide each of your pins into one in each slot, as such. And you don't have to ram them in. You don't have to shove them in very far. As a matter of fact, I think they only go in about 2 inches before they stop. And this one's locked in place. I just felt it. And I'm going to do the same over here. And now this one's locked in place. And they won't go in. They will go in further if you force them, but clearly you don't want to force them. Once those two pins are locked in place, next you simply use a couple fingers, slide it into the cassette slot, and pull your stereo out. And with a little bit of tugging, and it will remove it from the dash. And now that it's removed from the dash a little bit, you can see what these pins are actually doing when you insert them into the slot. They are lowering this little retention bracket right here. It may not show up too well in the video, but effectively you are lowering a retention bracket that has a notch on it, such that that notch is a locking notch, and the pin effectively lowers that locking notch such that the stereo can be removed from the dash. And that's effectively what I've done here. Further pulling the stereo out will expose the wires in the back and the antenna, and it's quite a simple procedure as far as removing the wire modules and the antenna, and switching them out with a new unit, and then basically shoving the stereo back in until you hear it click, and you will have just swapped out your Land Rover Discovery in-dash stereo.